Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Devin Vassell.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Vassell in at the 3.
Here we go.
And for the Clippers, Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. MP out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And that one's good, Barnes.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Outside Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Fox. Against Charlotte, he was really on his game. Wembanyama, a screen. Vassell, no good.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Here's Boone. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Well, MP already showing an ability to take what the defense gives him.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Now, here is Harden. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Leonard, no luck. Spurs trail by 3. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. Seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Now Vassell following the three-point attempt by MP. Back to Barnes. A pass to Fox. Shot clock at 5. 13 feet away. The shot, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Jones has it in the corner. Here is Harden. Pass to Jones. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Fires for 3. Hassel misses. The Clippers leading. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wembanyama left side. Vassell outside. Barnes outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Harden the pass to MP. Back to Harden. Jones sets the pick for Harden. This one for 3. They get it back. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And a deep 3 from Fox. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. He's checked in for Beal. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside Harper. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Operating the pick and roll like a seasoned vet. Great job by the rookie Harper to just let that develop.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Olynyk is out there with Luke Cornett, and it's Harper in at the 1. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He ended up with 12 points, and they just couldn't stop him. Every time he let it go, you expected it to go in. And while he's certainly been great, so has this team. They're clicking on all cylinders. This looks like a team in sync. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
And here is Vassell after the three-pointer from John Collins.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Harden the pass to MP. Dunn left side. Outside Collins. Olynyk with the steal. Castle against Dunn. Vassell outside. Clock at 6. A 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Back to Castle. Stolen by Harden. 1:33 left to play here in the half. Pass to Lopez. Back to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's MP. No dice from the high post. Spurs trail by 6. Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick-and-roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Olynyk, a screen on Dunn. And it's Vassell in the corner. Misses the 3.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Harden outside. Lets it go from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Castle's got 5 now.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And so it's John Collins making highlights for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Checking out Los Angeles. They haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Los Angeles Clippers.
The front office made it a priority to lengthen the bench, and you're seeing those returns tonight.
Yeah, this is a team that can throw a lot of fresh bodies at you. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. John Collins has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with MP. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Now is the time of the season when a lot of rookies start to hit that rookie wall, but these young men have been spectacular all season long, they show no signs of slowing down. With that in mind, here are the top rookies who all have a chance at the Rookie of the Year. You look at MP, he's just not quite in the running at this point, and while he's had a pretty good season, it doesn't look like he'll be a contender.
And you can't give him anything but major credit for what he's been able to do here in his rookie season.
Well, listen, you guys know how hard it is to predict how a guy will handle his first year. But now, with almost a full season behind us, we can say he's shown a ton of character this year.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
And the dunk by MP.
Oh, to have young legs. MP gets off his feet in a hurry for that finish.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And a chance now for us to see which rookies have been shooting lights out since the All-Star break. MP third.
He has been outstanding since the break. Defenders have been struggling to slow him down.
Outside, Jones. Back to Harden. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard with no one around. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got 10.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama! A big man with big range.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
MP outside. Back to Harden. Now Leonard. Shoots over Vassell. And it's Leonard missing. Spurs trail by 3. Castle with it. Now defended by MP. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Castle. No good. That would have tied it. 1:58 left to play here in the third. And Jones has it in the corner. Harden outside. And the 3 off target. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And the basket by Castle.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. Outside Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Fox. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Vassell. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And he overshot that one, missing. LA's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
44 seconds left in the third. Barnes outside. Back to Fox. Offline with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. On the wing, Harden. Outside Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists in the game. Fox deciding where to go with it. A floater, and he gets the bucket. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a very... He's checked in for the Clippers. MP comes in for Beal. On the court right now for the Spurs. Keldon Johnson is out there with Harper. Then it's Luke Cornett. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Harper. A 3 from Wembanyama. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Left side, Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, man, is Kawhi Leonard a tough cover. Just so good at drawing contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard dunks it down with force.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Now Wembanyama. Now Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Outside, Zubac. MP deciding where to go with it. Here's Leonard. Wembanyama reels it in. San Antonio leading by 3. On the wing, Fox. Guarded by Harden. Now Wembanyama. Fires. Oh, and wide open, nails the J.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
Here's MP. Now Leonard. Now MP. Puts up the 3. Cleans it. Kawhi. Kaboom.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
He gets it to go.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
Here's MP. Now Harden. Jacks up a 3. Oh, defensively, what can you do against Harden?
Big spot. The beard is here. Step up James Harden with a big bucket.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up top, Fox. Guarded by Harden. Wembanyama.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Fox against Harden. Leonard fires. Knocks down the 3.
Showing no hesitation, and in a huge moment, Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
And that's Fox saying, "I'm the top dog here."
You need a big basket, you come to me.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Leonard looking over the floor. Now Embiid. Harden. He's off from 3. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply
and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. Taking a look at Los Angeles, holding down the 6th spot right now in the middle of this conference. And, of course, the Pelicans, 2 spots below.
When I look at the Clippers, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch, when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. James Harden out there with MP. And it's Zubac in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Pelicans, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with Fears. And it's Queen in at the center position. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Here's Williamson, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. And they double up Williamson. Here's Fears, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. 4 on the clock. Jones misses. Collins passes to MP. First quarter of play, a minute in. From deep. Oh, and it's Collins. That time on the assist by MP. Collins has got his second bucket on the night.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved. Hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different. They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Now here's Jones. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And the basket by MP.
Finishing through contact is required in the NBA. MP knows he can't let guys stop him.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
And as the postseason nears, these power rankings really shape our expectations for the playoffs. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for the Clippers, they've made some strides climbing into the top 10, and they're not done yet. Trying to continue in the right direction.
Now here's Williamson, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Harden finds MP. To the wing on the left. 4-3, sinks the tray. Harden's got 5 points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Williamson outside. From behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Pass to Jones to get back on track. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Zubac. Jones comes in for Collins. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Dunn in for Harden. Murray inside, defended by Dunn. It's stolen by Dunn. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Guys, back over to you.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. The three is up. The rebound by MP. The Clippers lead by 17. To the paint. Here's Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Here's Murray. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. It's Poole on the wing, covered by MP. To stop the run. And Poole with the lay-in.
Yeah, showing you great agility right there on that finish. He was able to adjust and beat the contact inside.
Three-pointer, Beal. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Now here's Murray. His last outing, he had 20. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Clippers ahead, delivering the blowout. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Changes for New Orleans. Williamson's checked in for Messi. Jones comes in for Murray. And it's Fears in for Alvarado. And the Clippers making a change here as well. MP's checked in. Pass to Harden. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. MP, the pass to Jones. Misses the three.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
On the floor for the Clippers. Bradley Beal's out there with Derrick Jones. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's MP in at the 2-guard. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, it turns out Harden was the bait that time, freeing up a shooter on the perimeter.
And here's New Orleans now, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Takes a step back. The kick out to Poole. The 3-ball. Pure from 3-point range. Poole's got 10 points in the game. Los Angeles leading by 17. You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
It's good.
Yeah, well, they thought they had Fears contained, but the rookie is so springy, just tough to stop.
MP left side. It's Beal on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Williamson passes to Poole. Three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Pass to Jones. Three-pointer, Beal. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Poole. Really had his troubles in that loss to Dallas. He just couldn't find his rhythm. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Clippers. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive but under control.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Queen, he's checked in for Bay, and Trey Murphy subbed in for Poole. And then for Los Angeles, Zubats, he's checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Jones, and Leonard subbed in for Beal. No problems knocking that one down. Jones has got his second basket on the night.
Well, starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Leonard finds MP. Now here's Harden. Leonard up top. Clock at 6. Zubats with a screen on Jones. Leonard, good.
Yeah, Kawhi, a master of the mid-range. For most, it's not efficient, but for him, it's cash money.
Here's Fears. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Down low. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for the Clippers, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Los Angeles Clippers.
You know who's having a great time watching these guys launch it from downtown? Me. You know who's not? Wilt Chamberlain over there.
Yeah, I don't even want to look in his direction. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, B.A., made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with Fears. And it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Williamson looking around. Outside Jones. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Leonard outside. Pass to Harden. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Harden's got 12.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Williamson. To the inside, Queen. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard passes to MP. And he gets that one. He's got 7.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Queen. Outside Jones. Now here's Williamson. Collins defending. Collins with the rebound.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
Outside Harden. Let's go with a 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Collins finds Leonard. 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. The shot no good. New Orleans has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Queen. Williamson for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Here's Williamson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Williamson's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Something about Zion attacking you with that left hand. It's a difficult angle to defend.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Williamson with it. Picked up by Collins. Williamson against Collins. Williamson inside. Excellent D there from Collins.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Leonard against Jones. Leonard can't get it to go.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Here's Fears. Soft touch off the glass. Fears has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's Los Angeles just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. And we reach the fourth quarter. And the Pelicans making a change here. Queen's checked in. MP's checked in for Los Angeles. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Jones in the post. He's against Williamson. Beal outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bay. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 15-4 run. So on the floor for the Clippers. They've got Bradley Beal. Derek Jones is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Chris Dunn, and it's MP in at the 2. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth.
I got him.
Williamson against Brown. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Williamson. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And here's MP. Brown on the wing. For 3. Williamson with a rebound. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 17-4 run. And they double up Williamson. Here's Spears. Shot from 16. Beal rips down the board.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Here's the pass to Brown. Can't hit it. Pelicans trail by 17. Now Williamson. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. He lets it go. Oh, it doesn't go.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Clippers.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Bradley Beal.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Here's Beal. Now it's Jones. Beal surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's off! Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 19-6 run. Bay. Oh, it doesn't go!
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Murray against MP. Fires the 3. Oh, it misses. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. So long, everyone.
live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. Now a look at the stats for Trey Murphy.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubats. MP out there with Harden, and it's Leonard in at the small forward spot. And for the Pelicans, Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Murray out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Free throw good, MP. And this Clippers team, GA, hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching, and with Ivica Zubats patrolling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
Now here's Jones. Shot clock at 6. Williamson left side. Collins grabs the miss. And just about a minute into the first quarter. MP outside. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
I briefly spoke with New Orleans head coach. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Queen. James Harden picking up that last basket. Williamson outside. Kicks it out to Jones. And it's off from three-point range.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
MP left side. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Outside, Jones. Murray surveying the D. Over to the wing. Trying to end the drought. And the layup is good.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Now here's Leonard. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That strong upper body of Kawhi's really helps him around the basket.
Collins against Williamson. Launches it. Murray, no good. Clippers leading by 7. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. So for the Pelicans, Poole comes in for Jones. And Fears is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Zubats. Derek Jones comes in for John Collins. Beals checked in for Leonard. And it's done in for James Harden. Now here's Williamson. They really need more from him in that loss to the Clippers.
That's exactly what you want to see. Your big man playing big. Strong board.
Here's MP. Got a hand on it. Fears with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. There's the three. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Outside, Beal. Back to MP. Fires it up, and he hits the jump shot. MP's got 7 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Poole. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. From past the arc, that one doesn't drop. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. New Orleans making some changes here. Zion Williamson's checked in for Yves Missi. Herbert Jones comes in for Fears. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Jose Alvarado. Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. DeJounte Murray is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Bey in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
Jones kicks to Harden. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Brown is checked in for Los Angeles. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And the Clippers miss again. Pelicans trail by 12. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Guys, back to you.
A scary thought. Okay, Allie, thanks.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Poole the pass to Bey. Here's the three. Poole no good.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
MP outside. Harden against Murray. 6 to shoot. Harden kicks to Boone. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And LA has possession. The Pelicans make their last shot. MP inside. Guarded by Poole. MP no good. And it's Bey with the ball for New Orleans. Down by 12. And he trims the lead to single digits.
Making the right pass is the first thing on Poole's mind. He wants to be the floor general.
Some changes for New Orleans. Queens checked in. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Jordan Poole. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Derek Jones. John Collins comes in for Brown. Leonard, he's checked in for Beal. And it's done in for James Harden.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Collins against Williamson. 58 seconds left now here in the second. Murray, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
MP outside. Collins finds Dunn. Leonard against Jones. Leonard chewing him up inside.
Boy, most of these guys have that internal clock working, and with Kawhi's skill, my goodness, that's dangerous.
Williamson in the post, working on Collins. And it's Williamson missing. Clippers leading by 13. Here's Dunn. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Boy, and you got to love whenever Dunn squares up from the mid-range area. I mean, his jump shot is cash money, baby.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Pelicans.
What they're doing tonight doesn't even count as defense. Open shots all over the place. Have a little pride, fellas.
Yeah, their lack of engagement at that end, it's pretty glaring.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. MP really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. MP out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans looked really strong. He ended up with 9 points, and in terms of his shooting, well, mistakes and bad selections were few and far between. Perfect performance from him from the field. He did not miss. Hard to match that one, but you know he'll try. Back to you.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Murray after the Clippers pick up 2. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
DeJounte Murray does a nice job using that long frame of his to attract contact from the defense and still get it done.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Clippers, number 1.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
And so Murray nails both of them. Clippers leading by 13. Harden the pass to Boone. Leonard on the wing, defended by Jones. Here's Boone. Oh, watch out, MP! Throws it down.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
To the right side. Williamson in the post. He's guarded by Collins. Stolen by Zubac. MP looking around. And Leonard has it in the corner. Harden outside. No good with the triple. Pelicans trail by 15. Well, with Zubac, obviously, Clark, you're getting strength. But he's underrated when it comes to skill. Good passer and nice ball skill.
Kevin, I like his little jump hook in the post. He's got a nice little touch with the push shot in there. He can get it done anywhere in the paint. You know, he knows exactly when to look for and take his shots. His IQ playing inside is as good as it gets.
A three from Leonard. Pelicans with the rebound. Queens got 4 rebounds in this game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Bays checked in for Williamson. Jones checked in for the Clippers. And so here is New Orleans. 15-point game. 5 to shoot. The 3. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Right wing. Collins kicks to MP. Jones dishes to Collins. And here's MP for 3. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Bay with a screen on Leonard.
Oh, knock that in.
6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Murray. Over Harden. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Will it go? And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Murray. Jones has got 5.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a...
That there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
New Orleans making a switch here. Queens checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And MP, he's subbed in for Dunn. We've got Sadiq Bey. Fears is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Queen in its center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. MP up top. Guarded by Poole. Pass to Beal. Lopez sets a screen for Beal. A three-pointer is right on target.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Here's Poole. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Stolen by Harden. Poole against MP.
Good work inside by MP there, challenging the defense and forcing the foul.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Free throw good, MP.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jones checked in for Bey. Trey Murphy comes in for Poole. And Murray subbed in for Fears. And then for Los Angeles, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Lopez. Batum comes in for Leonard. And Chris Dunn subbed in for James Harden. Murray against Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray, no good. The Clippers have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Pass to Batum. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. Jones from outside. Pelicans with the rebound.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
We don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he banks in the layup.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Jones for three, and the Pelicans miss again. Beal taking his time here. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And we'll see you next time.
Up next, the Mavericks taking on the Clippers. For the Dallas Mavericks in the home stretch, placed 7th in the West, looking to improve that positioning. Clippers, Mavs is next, and we'll be right back. It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And checking out some numbers for Klay Thompson.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. James Harden out there with MP. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And for the Mavericks, Kyrie and D'Lo are your 1 and your 2. Flag is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Davis in at the center position. 2 elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Harden finds Zubats. Back to Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
Pass to Russell. Takes a three. And it's MP with a rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And you look at the shot pattern for D'Angelo Russell. Doris, lots of threes in there.
You're right, B.A. There are certain guys who believe in their ability to get hot from distance, and it can completely change the tenor of the game. That has been the story of D'Angelo's career.
And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Collins outside. MP against Russell. Pass to Harden. Zubats, screen. 5 to shoot. Harden can't hit.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Now here's Washington. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Collins outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible. Incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
First free throw is good. And Doris, when you have a veteran roster with some of the injury history of these Clippers, load management becomes a big consideration.
And B.A., how impressive is the resiliency of this team in the face of all that injury history they have? Credit the front office for the depth they have developed and the coaching staff for their incredible adaptability. It is nothing short of remarkable.
Now here's Irving, coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Here's Flag. No good. Oh, solid D from Leonard. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Harden, good.
Versatile, relentless. James Harden so tough to slow down.
Irving against Harden. High post Davis. Outside Russell. Davis a screen. Jacks up a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubats. Jones comes in for Collins. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's done in for James Harden. Offensive rebound, and the shot's good.
Lively sense of timing for where that shot is coming off is so good, folks.
Now here's MP. He's guarded by Exum. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Puts it up. MP shot is off. Mavericks trail by 3. Thompson with it. Beal picks him up. Here's Hardy. Throws it up high, and a slam dunk by Lively.
You just put it in the vicinity of Derek Lively. You think you overthrow it, Lively goes and gets it.
Dunn, the pass to Lopez. MP looking around. It's Beal on the wing, defended by Thompson. Back to MP. There's the triple. The rebound by Klay Thompson. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Lively with a screen on Beal. And here's Thompson for three. That shot off. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Los Angeles up one. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And pass to Flag. Back to Davis. Now Irving. Here's Flag. There's the three. Rebounded by James Harden. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-4 run. And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He contributed 20 points and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the stripe. He made an impact at every turn, and he looked like he had fun doing it. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Irving for three. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Marshall. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Collins checked in. Pass to MP. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Beal left side, over Flag, and once again off the mark by Los Angeles. And here is Irving. Back to Russell to end the cold spell. Again, the miss by Dallas. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's Leonard, and the jumper is good at the free throw line. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
The nickname is the Claw. Kawhi using those claws to get past that defender.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Well, when you think of the all-time blockbuster deals, Anthony Davis has already been in a couple.
Yes, B.A., but it is the most recent trade that is the most notable. When he was traded to Dallas for Luka Doncic. Luka is a generational player. It shocked the NBA world. It will be one of the defining moments of AD's career.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Russell. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Irving up top, defended by Dunn. And the shot goes in. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Leonard passes to MP. Collins outside. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's MP. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Outside Russell. No good with the triple. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Dallas Mavericks.
Jacking up that many wild threes, you know Coach is going to be giving you an earful.
Yeah, but who's calling the plays? Who can put the game plan together? Coach should be yelling in the mirror.
And this might be a good time to check out the power rankings coming down the stretch.
Taking a look here at Dallas, slipping and sliding a bit down the rankings. With a month left before the playoffs, they'd like to stabilize.
Absolutely. This is not the time you want to falter. This is when you want to be peaking. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Kyrie and D'Lo are your 1 and your 2. P.J. Washington out there with Flag. And it's Davis in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, this is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Back over to you, Brian.
He's seen it all. Allie, appreciate the report. Washington, a screen on Harden. Outside for Russell. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 17. Harden, the pass to MP. It's stolen by Irving. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
And Doris, the Clippers coach Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
MP, the pass to Leonard. From the arc. And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got his 3rd assist of the night.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And now it's time to look at the players in this rookie class who are shooting the ball the best so far this season. 5th on the list, Cooper Flagg.
Thus far, he's been smart offensively, taking only the good looks, and is showing up in his field goal percentage as well.
Irving for 3. Counted from distance. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 22 was their biggest lead. MP outside. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Over Irving. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Davis can't hit.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Pass to Harden. Puts up a 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Harden's got 6 here in the quarter.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Davis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Right there, you see one of the many ways AD can beat you with his craft.
Dallas shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That free throw, good from Davis. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Shot by Leonard, no good. A minute 37 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Irving. Here's Davis. He's got 9. Thompson fires from way outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Now here's Beal. Tightly guarded. A quick shot there. It's off target.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Here's Flagg, hounded by Beal. Davis, the pass to Thompson. There's the screen by Marshall. And here's Flagg outside. And James Harden pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 20. Pass to Leonard. Pulls it. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. .41 seconds left in the third. Now here's Beal, guarded by Marshall. Just 5 on the clock. Fires it. Beal, no good.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Dunn. This one for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's Los Angeles opening up a huge gap. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Washington's checked in for Lively. Flagg comes in for Marshall. D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Irving is subbed in for Williams. And the Clippers making a change here as well. MP's checked in for Harden. And so in the game for the Clippers, they've got MP, Brooke Lopez is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Chris Dunn, and it's Beal in at the 3 slot. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Pass to Flag. From 13 feet, down it goes. Flag's got his first 2 points.
A masterful job capitalizing from the mid-range. When the defense gives Flag this area, he happily exploits it.
Beal outside.
Come around.
MP against Russell. Jones sets a screen. Here's Dunn. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Here's Flag, defended by Jones. Davis laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Dunn, the pass to MP. He takes it in. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Russell with the ball. Pass to Flag. Outside Russell. 1:43 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Irving. Fires for 3. The shot by Russell, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Clippers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for James Harden.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Beal. And that one comes up a bit short.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
MP, the pass to Dunn. Beal surveying the D. And here's MP from outside. The shot off that time. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
All right, MP, check this out. Look, we're going to win tonight by creating more possessions and taking more shots. That means cutting down on turnovers and hitting the offensive glass hard and early, okay?
Yeah, if that's what the game plan is, I'll crash the boards all night, no problem.
Good. The rest of the team knows you're going after their missed shots, so someone's going to rotate to stop the fast break. Look, like right here. I want you to focus on attacking the rim, okay?
Okay. Hey, can I do it Moses Malone style?
That's right.
Yeah, and, you know, maybe I'll tap a few to myself, pat my stats a little bit. Only if we get way ahead, though.
How about you just snag the ball and kick it out to the open shooter, okay?
Yeah, that works too, Coach.
All right, good. All right, look at this movement here. All right. You see how it creates space?
He about to tear the roof off.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Cole Anthony.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Cole Anthony is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. MP out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5, home in the paint. And when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
One key story for MP over the course of this season: how he has really made it a point of emphasis to help his team out on the boards.
Look, sometimes you make a commitment to improve a part of your game and fall short. And that's not for a lack of effort. A lot of factors, of course, are involved. But to be quite frank, MP just has not had the impact on the boards that he and his coaching staff were expecting to see. We'll see if that changes here tonight.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And that one's good out of Antetokounmpo.
Well, the contact just not enough to affect Giannis. What a terrific shot.
It's Jones on the wing. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And here's Harden for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Prince, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Now here's Young. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Jones. And Leonard gets it to go.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Anthony. Prince looking around. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Dallas just played phenomenal. He ended up with 12 points, and on top of that, he snagged 6 boards. He was effective in that game, finding ways to be useful out there. Back to you guys.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
And Prince has got the ball here for the Bucks. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is a potential finals preview. As good as it gets early in the season.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. John Collins comes in for Jones. Beal's checked in for Leonard. And Chris Dunn subbed in for James Harden. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Trent comes in for Anthony. Now, here's Dunn. Looking to end the run. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 3. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Here's MP. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Collins passes to MP. Back to Collins. Beal from long range. Porter pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Turner. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Brook Lopez. And MP subbed in for Beal. Prince is checked in for the Bucks. Anthony comes in for Green. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the steal. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. John Collins is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Boone at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Anthony. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Anthony sets the pick for Prince. Pass to Portis. Here's Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma. The three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Leonard finds MP. Drives to the hoop. And MP throws it down.
MP on a mission there to get to the bucket.
Outside, out of the Antetokounmpo. Portis sets the pick for Giannis. Kuzma outside. Plenty of space. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
Now here's Prince. Following the miss by MP. Here's Portis. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Portis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Portis is very comfortable in the mid-range, probably more so than in the paint.
Leonard on the wing. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Jones comes in for James Harden. The Bucks also changing it up. Turner comes in for Bobby Portis, and Kevin Porter subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Porter outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Porter's got 7 points.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
The 3 from MP. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
32 seconds left to play in the first half. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. MP against Porter. MP kicks to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Shoots it up.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Good on the shot. Turner's got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They're completely in sync. It's like Bee's hive mind out there. Hear him, Kenny? Bzz, bzz,
yeah, great passing, but much better in your bubble impression.
All right, now we've got some time to take a look at the players of the week. On the Eastern side, LaMelo Ball.
Well, LaMelo's been incredible, I tell you. He has been an elite scorer and passer who can single-handedly dictate the pace of the game, Shaq.
And when it comes to this award, it doesn't hurt that he got that razzle-dazzle to his game.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
On the court for the Bucks, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Anthony is out there with Kevin Porter, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Low block shot on the way. The rebound by Prince.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Milwaukee leading by 14. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Turner, and it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 6 assists now in the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Myles Turner.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
MP going right to the rim.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And, guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
Drops in the tray.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
MP outside. On the wing, Jones. Back to MP. Pass to Jones. From deep, Harden. The rebound by the Bucks.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Porter in the corner. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Great timing. Giannis able to complete the oop.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Up top Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Leonard's got 8.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Lopez, he's checked in for Zubac. Collins comes in for Derek Jones. Beal's checked in for Leonard. And Chris Dunn subbed in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Myles Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. Green, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Trent subbed in for Cole Anthony.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Milwaukee leading by 20. Green deciding where to go with it. Beal against Porter. Portis a screen on Beal. Clock at 4. There's Porter with the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And that one's good. MP.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Pass to Portis. He can't get that one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Bucks on top, running away with this one. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love...
Look for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. And MP, he's subbed in for Beal. Myles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bucks leading by 12. Harden out there with MP. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Collins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the...
Oh, my goodness. Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Collins trying to break free. Battles through traffic and lays it in. MP's got 11 points here in just the second half. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Antetokounmpo, a screen on MP. Cleared away by Leonard.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Gary Trent. He drills the three.
Much more than serviceable from deep. He got to be tighter on Trent.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So, for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for John Collins. And Jones subbed in for Dunn. The Bucks also changing it up. Prince has checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kevin Porter comes in for Gary Trent. And Anthony subbed in for A.J. Green. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Zubac.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Prince outside. Porter fires. For three. Green from outside.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Rebounded by Zubac. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 16. MP.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. A young man, fearless inside.
Free throw good, MP. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Antetokounmpo. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, there's a handful of players in this league who help your team in every way. Giannis is one of them. Offense, defense, rebounding, leadership, everything. He's a coach's dream.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. MP. Oh, one-handed! Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Down against Green. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think...
Good game, MP.
Up next, the Clippers taking on the Raptors. For the Los Angeles Clippers, a win moves them into 6th place league-wide. They continue to stand out as one of the game's top teams. Raptors, Clippers, tip-off just moments away. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. And here's a look at some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
The way he shot the ball in these last 5 games has been tremendous. His field goal percentage has been on the rise, and he's showing zero indications that he's going to slow down anytime soon.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Dick in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. MP is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the center position. With the postseason in our sights now, what's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Grant?
I'd argue both, BA. I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs.
Barnes finds quickly. Toronto passing it around. Here's Barrett. And a nice finish on the layup.
And the thing I love about Barrett in watching him, he plays with toughness and determination.
MP outside. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Now here's Barrett. 33 points last game. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. Barrett against MP. And he can't jam it through. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Pass to Barrett. Over MP. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It's a beautiful thing. Shams, appreciate the report. And stolen by Dick. It's Barrett on the wing, covered by MP. Barnes, it's good.
And you do have to take Barnes seriously enough from the arc. He trusts his shot from there more and more.
Now here's Harden. He had 9 points in his last time out. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Inside, here's Pirtle. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Pirtle wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
Wing shot on the way, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Harden. MP's got 7 points in the game. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Pirtle. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Shot is good by Barrett.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Zubac. John Collins comes in for Jones. Beal, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Dunn in for James Harden. Toronto also changing it up. Walter comes in for Dick. Shed comes in for Barrett. Now here's Collins. Shot clock at 6. Beal outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Pass to Shed. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Beal.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide-open man.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. They set the pick. The 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Well, there's no hiding the fact they didn't play their best. They had a couple of runs, but they just couldn't really string anything together consistently.
Pass to Shed. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Raptors out in front, leading by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... For the Clippers, Leonard comes in for Lopez. And MP subbed in for Dunn. The Raptors making a switch here. They've got MP. John Collins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Mamukelashvili, no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. And here's MP. Coming off a 22-point game against Milwaukee. Harden to pass to Collins. Now Leonard. Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Shed. The Raptors shooting at about 44% so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys?
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Beal's shot is off. Raptors trail by 5. Barrett passes to Barnes. Here's Mamukelashvili. And again, Toronto, no good. Leonard finds MP. And here's Beal beyond the arc. The rebound by Shed.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Pass to Barnes. Now here's Dick to stop the drought. And James Harden pulls it down. You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
Here's Beal, and he hits the jumper, and it's 6 points for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, and that jump shot is still Beal's calling card.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So for the Clippers, Zubac, he's checked in for Collins. Jones comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's Dunn in for James Harden. Toronto also changed it up. Pirtle's checked in for Mamukelashvili. And quickly subbed in for Shed. Barrett can't hit. And so MP will bring it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Leonard passes to MP. Launches it. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors trail by 7. On the wing quickly. 51 seconds left in the first half. Pirtle with a screen on Jones. The three from Barnes. Rebound by the Clippers.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
MP looking around. Leonard up top, guarded by Barrett. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. The shot by Dunn, no good. The Raptors shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense.
He's able to get all the way to the rim because he did a great job of taking advantage of that angle.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Leonard doesn't hold back.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic, being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Toronto Raptors.
They haven't been close with some of these threes. Does the rim look like it's moving to them? I mean, seriously. It looks like it's multiple rims out there.
Aim for the middle one. At least that's what I've been told. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter. And then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. And it's Dick in at the 3. Barnes passes to Dick. For 3, Barrett. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He added 22 points and drilled a few from outside the arc, helping open up the floor. There was a lot to like about his approach. He was aggressive, yet he didn't force things. Really solid game.
Okay, Ali, thanks a lot. Yeah, and the intensity he played with in that one, that's something you hope to build on.
Agreed. He's coming into this one with some great momentum.
It was so impressive how he got to his spot. And when you do that, the ball will find you.
Outside Barrett. For 3, another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Yeah, Barrett can make you pay from out there, and the defense, as a result, has to at least honor that.
From outside the arc, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Harden's got assist number 8 now on the night. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Leonard can't get it to go.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Barrett. And James Harden pulls it down. The Clippers lead by 11. Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Now Leonard. The 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Quickly against Zubats. Back to Quickly. Here's Barrett. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
It's been the R.J. Barrett show tonight. Absolutely relentless. Another bucket for him.
MP up top. There goes MP. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors. And with almost all of the season in the books, the power rankings can tell you a lot. You take a look at the Raptors. The good news is they're trending in the right direction. Still right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, checking out the Clippers, they've stayed pretty high in the rankings. And sure, they might want to be further up, but they're a stable team, and that's a good thing with the playoffs approaching.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. John Collins comes in for Zubats, and it's Bradley Beal in for Jones. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month. Number 5, the Clippers.
Over the last month, that has been a big weapon for their offense. They have shot it really well from deep.
Outside Dick. Pass to Murray Boyles. And here is Barrett. The 3 is up. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
Harden, the pass to MP. Leonard on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Outside Dick. A minute 15 left to play in the third quarter. Stolen by MP. Beal from outside. Drops in the three. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Well, he is just so confident off the catch and shoot. When Beal is that decisive, he is really tough to deal with.
Barrett. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Outside Dick. Pass to Quickly. Pirtle with a screen on MP. It's Quickly with a drive. The three, Barrett. Here's Pirtle. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, his teammates and coaches love that right there. Second chance opportunities by Pirtle.
Now here's Beal. Collins with a screen on Dick. Beal's shot is off.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got...
For the Clippers, Leonard's checked in for John Collins. And MP subbed in for Bradley Beal. And Toronto also making a switch. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Here's Shed. Pass to Walter. Here's Barnes. Leonard defending. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
We've got Kawhi Leonard, James Harden out there with MP. Then there's Brook Lopez, and it's done in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Clock at 6. The fader. Cleared away by Lopez.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Barnes against Leonard. Here's Barnes. Here's Walter. From downtown. Oh, it misses. Los Angeles leading by 7. MP. Oh, missed on the tray. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Zubats, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jones comes in for Dunn. Toronto also changing it up. Dick, he's checked in for Battle. Barrett comes in for Walter. And Emmanuel Quickly subbed in for Shed. Harden outside. Here's MP. Barnes with a rebound. Raptors trail by 4. Now Poeltl. Quickly. It's off.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Now Leonard. Jones outside. Here's Harden. And yes, sir! Hits the wide open James. Toronto has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Quickly outside. Barrett. And the 3 misses.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Now it's Jones. Takes a 3. Buries it from outside.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Nine-point game. Quickly fires. No problem from 14.
That's really pretty. The mid-range from Quickly. I love it.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Jones outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the trifecta.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Here's Pirtle. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Zubac pulls it down. MP with it. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Now over to Dominic Hamel.
You're fond of saying stats don't matter without the win, so since you did win, I want to ask, you had a few steals tonight, but I'm guessing you think you should have had more? Of course. Well, if you won, though, doesn't that mean you had enough?
In any NBA game, you're playing against two opponents, the one in front of you and the one next on the schedule. A couple of extra steals tonight sends a message to the next guys. It means more attention on me in the scouting report, which means less attention on my teammates. I do what I do so they can do what they do. You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense, yeah. Thanks, MP. Great. VA, over to you.
Thank you, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. So long, everyone.